Hello guys, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel, and my name is Ifeoluwa, and today I'll be teaching you how to achieve beautiful party geles. Yes guys, it has been a long time coming, and I'll be teaching you how to achieve geles that you can rock to your party, you can rock to your event, you can rock anywhere. And to start with, I am trying to place gele on my head to see how beautiful it sits, and I made my pleats on my legs and placed it on my head. It is actually easier making your pleats on your leg than on your head, and that is one thing I've noticed. So I made my pleats on my legs, then after that I tried to knitting it on my forehead. And one thing we should notice that your pleats has to be very neat so that you can achieve a nice gele. Your gele too has to be neat. It is how neat it is that makes it beautiful. So now I'm trying to make sure the both sides are neat, and once I am done achieving that, I'll be putting my long hand under and my short hand will be on top. Yes, I'll be doing that, and I'll try to secure the short one under my armpit and now make pleats on the long one. So now I'm trying to make sure that I'm getting the right angle to place on my head. Guys, you have to be sure that it is the side that it's below, under, that falls across your head. I don't know if I'm explaining this well, but it just helps in achieving pleats on the longer gele. So now that I know I have achieved that, I am trying to make the pleats on this long hand, and I was trying to gun for a fan gele. Well, it came out as a fan, but not entirely a fan, because to make fan gele you have to have started taking the pleats from the beginning. But now I still try to achieve that. There was still some beautiful pleats, and it still gave me a likewise fan gele. And right now I'm using my hands to pick everything together, and I'll be taking the other one from the short hand. I'll be taking it from the sides too. You can see I'm taking it from the middle of the sides of the gele. I'm not taking the entire gele, and I'm going to be tying the both of them together. So first off, I'll be making sure that the short hand is going under, while the long hand will be going on top. So this just makes it really neat when tying the gele and when achieving the type of gele you want to achieve. So right now I'll be tying them together, and guys, I used all my strength to tie at this point. It's actually not easy tying gele, especially when you're tying it on your head. So right now I'll be tying it again to make sure it is secured at the back. And once this is done, guys, I'll try to arrange my gele. Yes, and this is what I'm trying to do here. So you remember I said I wanted it to be fan like? Yes, so I'll just create a bit of pleat here so that the fan can start in a way. Yes, so that is what I am doing right now. I'm using my fingers to make sure they are neat, the pleats are neat at the sides. Then once I am done with this, I did not want to leave it that way. I'll be using my pin to secure it on each side. So first off, I'll be pinning it down together. So once I am done with this, I felt like there was still a little bit of space, so just to make sure that it is firmly secured together, I'll be using the second pin. And that's it, guys. Right now the only thing I need to do is to make sure my gele is well arranged, and that is what I'm trying to achieve on the sides, so that the pleats at the sides will still look beautiful and lovely. But you can see it's fine. Now I'm trying to make sure the back is also nice. Sometimes you can cover it up, sometimes you can open it down, depending on what you want to achieve. So guys, you can see the fan is still coming. We have a bit of fan, we have a bit of pleats. I felt like the under of my gele was too much, so I tried pulling it inside from the sides, and that's what I achieved just now. And now I make sure the both sides are equal. And guys, this is your party gele. This can even go for a bridal gele, well, because some brides like non-conventional styles, and see, this actually can pass off as that. So this is our style one, and I hope you love it, guys. It's actually a beautiful one. It's a nice gele. I was even feeling myself because I looked really elegant with the gele. So this is that for our first style, and now we'll be moving on to the second style. For our second style of gele, I'm trying to achieve the bow tie. I have done this before on my channel. I have a short video on this, so you can watch it too. But here what I am basically doing is that I divided my gele into a very long gown and a short hand, and now I am tying them together. So if you notice, the short hand is under while the long gown is on top, and that is very important, guys. When you are tying your bow gele, make sure the short hand is down and the long hand is on top. And now I'm trying to knit in the long gown, and you can notice I try to fold them together. So I folded it into two. Well, I believe I should have folded it more neatly so it would have come out, but I think I was in a hurry to make sure I am done with this style and move on to the other one. So right now I'll be taking the short hand and I'll be putting it on top of the long one, just to give it that center look of a bow tie, and that's what I am trying to achieve here. And once I am done with that, I am tucking it into the rest of my gele. So to secure it firmly, I'll be using a pin to hold it down so it does not move. Yeah, so that's the pin, guys. I'll be using that to secure it down so that the short hand does not move away from it. And once I am done with this, you can see we have our bow gele already. It already looks like a bow gele, but I was fussing about it because I felt like it was not neat enough. So this is me trying to arrange it and make sure it looks really presentable. I know I could have done better with this gele, but I believe we get the gist about how this gele works. So I believe the next time I'm tying it, I'll make sure I put more attention with the neatness. But here is it, guys. This is how to achieve your bow gele. It still looks good. You can still carry this for a party because I know I look really nice with this gele. So this is how to achieve your bow gele, guys. The back is actually very neat. The front is neat. You don't need any pleats. You don't need anything. You just need to get the technique of the short hand and the long hand, and with that you are good to go. So I was still fussing about the bow because I feel like it did not come out well, but after some time you have to leave the battle for God. So that's what I decided to do, and now we have achieved our beautiful bow tie gele, and I believe this looks good. Yes, now moving on to our third style. This style also looks like that of the first style I made. It's just that this is in a V shape. So first off, you have the longer hand and the shorter hand, of course, and the longer hand is covering my hair, the shorter hand is not, and yeah, the shorter hand is going upward while the longer hand is under. So always remember, one key thing about your gele is that the longer hand should always go under while the shorter hand should go on top. And right now the shorter hand covered one part of my hair. Now the longer hand is going to cover the second part, so that it will give us that V shape look. Now I am trying to create pleats on my head. I don't know, it's always easy creating pleats when it's like I'm pulling it up with on my head than when I'm trying to begin it with. So right now, once I am done making the pleats, I'm going to fold it from the middle. As you can see, I am folding it from the middle. Then once this is achieved, I'll be taking my short hand. I'll also be folding that from the middle, and I'll be tying. So it is just like the first one I did, but it's just that this one is giving the V shape gele. So right now the short hand is going beneath and I am tying it. And I noticed that the hand of the short hand was not long enough to tie. So once I was done tying, I used a pin to secure it firmly under. So that is the short hand that I'm still trying to work on. So right now I just tucked it in before using a pin. And once I am done with this, I'll be taking that other remaining part of the short hand and I'll be using a pin to also secure that. So first off, I'm also trying to see what I can do and achieve with the remnant of the long hand. I discovered that okay, it is something I can pin on the side. So I'll be tucking in this other side into my gele. As you can notice, yes, I tucked it in and it actually was secured. And once I was done with that, I used pin to hold the other side to my gele. So you basically need pins for this style. After trying to pin it, I went in again with another pin just to make sure it is secured. And once I was done with this, I decided to push it back a bit so it can still look beautiful. I noticed that the short hand was coming up a bit, so I tried to tuck it in and still make it give me that beautiful gele shape that I wanted. So that is it for the third style, guys. For the last style, this is a style I've done before on my channel, just a little bit of it. So this is like the simpler form. So if you notice, I twisted it on my head After twisting it, I am now twisting it at the side. I rolled it. After rolling it, I'll be tucking it into that side of my gele. So if you notice, it is firm, so I decided to tuck it in properly so it can stand well. Yes, it can be secured well. So now I'll be turning the other one. I'll be making sure it is rolled up and it is nice, and also it will be helping me secure the other part of it, and I'll tuck that into the other side of the ear. So for this gele, it is very simple. You don't even need pins, you don't need all that drama, you don't need anything. It's just for you to get the angle of turning it in front, then twisting, and it's like a turban look. And that is it, guys. This is our fourth style, and this is the end of this video. I hope you learned one or two gele styles, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe, like and share. Thank you very much.